Hey, how's she going, boys? Mike here. Welcome back to Grampie's Workshop. Boys, I'm glad you dropped in today because I have an apology to make. About 3 weeks ago now, maybe even more than that, I put out a video about the new wings I had for my snow pusher. I made them out of metal. Remember that video? I put a link to that video up here if you're looking for it. Anyhow, in that video, I promised I'd have a demo of them, and I never made that, or never posted that video. But anyway, I have a video about the wings and me demoing them, so I'd like to, make amends here and show that video that I promised about a demo of the wings on my snow pusher, the metal wings on my snow pusher boy. How's she going, boys? Mike here. Welcome back to Grampie's Workshop. Got a nice day here today, a lot better than it has been for the last week. It's been nothing but miserable weather since a week ago today, Friday. We had that big storm come through. Oh, terrible. We had up to 3 feet of snow, and although a lot of the snow, the levels have sunk down, there's still a lot of snow on the ground. It's not that cold. It's only, I don't know, -3, I think, something like that. So you hear the tractor running in the background. Today we're going to test the wings with the little bit of snow that's here on the landing. I'm going to try pushing it around, just see how it works out. So, in order to get my wing on, it's the same old procedure. You take these air clips out. I don't know if I'm going to need a hammer to get these in or not. No, I'm not. Ha, that's good. There we go. Before, when the wing was made out of particle board, it was like 3/4 of an inch thick. Now it's only a 1/4 inch thick, so now my pins are a 1/2 inch away from the rib. So that means this flops around. So what I can do is drill more holes in there for my air clips, but before I go ahead and do that, I'm going to put the brace on, mark the hole, and then mount the brace, and just see how sturdy the wing is then to see whether or not those pins need to have the holes repositioned. So we're going to pull that in tight, put my brace on here. That looks about right. I'm going to put a mark right here, and I'm going to take the wing off and go in, mark this hole, center punch it, and then drill it out. Okay, so I got my hole drilled here, so we're going to mount this again. You know what I was just thinking while I was in there? If I were to replace these pins with bolts, instead of just pushing this in and clipping it, then you'd have to put it in and bolt it in. I don't know whether that would be better or worse, but it certainly would take care of it being slack, eh? See that? It's pretty wobbly at the bottom, isn't it? I went to my parts department and I found a bolt. All right, now a bolt at the bottom and just a pin at the top in this brace. I think that's going to hold it good and solid. So that's going to be good enough for the test, I'm sure. All right, the wings are on, and I think they're good and solid. You know what? There's not really enough snow here in the landing to test it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around and blow some snow into the landing on purpose so I can clear it out. Maybe down here, it's easier maybe to find some snow to blow. So let's try that. Okay, the wings are solid, eh? I have to say the wings are solid. I'm kind of somewhat disappointed in the fact that there's still snow spilling over the sides. But when you think about it, I was plowing a lot of snow here, pretty heavy. So I guess it is going to spill over the sides a little. You can't expect it to stay all in front. I guess my final conclusions on the snow pusher mod is, I think it was worth doing. I spent a lot of money on these wings, but they're solid, they're robust. They don't move, so I don't think I'm going to change the pins in the back. The wooden spacers seem to be okay. I have one more test I want to do. I'm going to simulate how I broke the other wing. So I'm going to angle my blade, I'm going to shove it into the bank, probably that bank right there, or I don't know, somewhere where you can see it good. And I'm going to try and straighten the wing up and just see, or straighten the blade up and see what the wing does. So I picked this spot to do my test because this is hard packed, snow-blown snow here. And you know, it's hard all the way down. So I'm going to angle my blade, I'm going to push into the bank, I'm going to straighten the blade, see what happens. It'll be a destructive test, kind of. But I would rather, if the blades are going to break, that they break now rather than in the middle of a snowstorm. So I'm going to set up, ram into the bank here on an angle, and then try and straighten the blade. Let's see how we make out. I love trying to wreck stuff, eh? I couldn't see the wings from the cab, so I wasn't sure if I was breaking them or not, but I rammed it in there a couple of times, wiggled the blade back and forth, and no sign of any damage. They're still solid. There's snow build-up on them, of course, but the wooden spacers here, they're in good shape. That was pretty solid snow too, so I like that. So that's the snow pusher mod complete, finalized. That's the way it's going to go. That's the way I'm going to use it. I gave it a pretty good destructive test there, eh? Rammed it into the bank, and those wings, they didn't move an inch. They're rock solid. I like them. You know, it's going to take a little bit of time to put these wings on. Like I timed it there the other day, maybe 3 to 5 minutes or something. Put the wings on, take them off. It's even less time, but you know, I think it's going to work out all right. I like it. So, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the series about the snow pusher mod and putting my wings on there. Hope you have a great week, folks. Take care, and we'll talk to you soon.